So we covered in the leaders workshop, walking was, well, first of all, we did it in roast gaze. So in roast gaze, you're going to step forward, and you're going to cross in behind, keeping your body disassociated. So you want to get to your limit, and then you want to wind up and unwind. So disassociate, wind up, and unwind. Same as the pivot, only you're going to cross in behind, cross in behind, wind up, cross in front, cross in behind. This is a good exercise. You step forward, wind up, and rotate, rouleau, cross behind again, step forward, wind up, unwind, rouleau. This leg brings your whole body around and cross. We also talked about crossing again, this little cross step. And this will be nice, nice movements for the leader. You can use these just about anywhere. Rotate, wind up, unwind, wind up again, unwind, again. So nice movements for Tango show backwards. So, okay, talked about walking. The two key elements for walking smoothly across the floor. One is keeping your, this is exaggerated, but you want to keep your hip coming forward. This is a little too much, but I want to demonstrate. The hip comes forward, and then it takes the weight. So you need your hips going forward and back. If you hold your hip back, it's hard to get your weight onto it without doing something a little bit awkward. So forward hip, and then you go right onto it. Second was your hips go up and down. You take the impact of your heel in the hips. The hip rises, hip rises, hip rises, hip rises again. This keeps you moving. This is the key to walking smoothly across the floor. So you want to be able to have a really smooth walk so your partner feels really good. Hip comes up, up, up. So forward and up. Forward and up. Same going backwards. Wow. So then you can move really smooth. I'm exaggerating this, it's too much, but I want to make sure you can see that. It's coming up. Back, forward, down. So we covered that. We talked about having a nice quality of steps. We did this exercise where we're going to step, step, and then kind of float. So we want to float across the floor, float, and step, float, step, and float, and step. So the idea there is you want your embrace to feel like the woman should feel like she's floating in water. So you're keeping your body kind of rocking a little bit, moving. Your shoulders are going to come forward, down a little bit, forward and down. So you have a little bit, tiny, like you're rocking a baby. So rocking a baby a little bit. Wow. Then we had 4 energies of the lead. The leader can use 4 energies to create any movement in tango. The first one is just leading, right? We're just leading with this energy, just sending our energy in the direction we want her to go. We need to use our eyes. We need to keep our eyes just a little bit ahead of her. If we want to go this way, we want her to stop, then we'll stop where our eyes are, and then we move this way a little bit with our eyes. And then she stops when I kind of center my eyes again. I don't want to push, so this would be wrong, trying to push the woman to come around, or push her this way. We want to open. Keep our eyes in front of her just a little bit. And we stop, and then we invite. Open this way. And that gives her a nice opening. That's leading. So we have lead, we have suspend. When we want to create this kind of a movement of pause, we suspend our energy up. I'm exaggerating this again. And then it breaks and it goes. And then we suspend. And then it goes again, and then we suspend. So we want to use suspension when we want to pause. We don't want to stop. We just want to kind of hold our energy up, breathe in, and then breathe out when we're ready to go again. So that will be suspend. We suspend when we're going to do a double time. So it'll be step, step, suspend, double time, step, step, suspend, double time, step, step. And it's just a breathing in. We don't want to lift up on our partner. We just want to suspend our energy up. Next one is kind of a dying energy. So if I want to create a baleo on the floor, I send it down and it just dies on the floor. And then I can bring it around again. Just die. I can create an ending to a song just by creating this energy that just dies. So die is also used by the leader. The fourth one is it's going to be opposition. We use opposition. We lead our follower in one direction, and then we oppose it. So we lead, around, oppose, oppose. Lead one direction, and then we stop and bring it the other way. That creates the baleo. Also creates the gancho, lead and oppose. Lead and oppose. We want to also be conscious of our follower's axis. The leader's on the circumference out here, so he's got to use his shoulder blades to come around the woman's axis. If he uses his arms, then it doesn't feel good, or it takes her off her axis. So we need to use our shoulder blades. Make sure that we're outside on the circle there. So for the baleo, then it becomes the same thing. I use my shoulder blades, spiral around my spine, and this way. So my arms are really not doing anything. It's my shoulders back here. It also works in close embrace. Same thing as my shoulders that come around and around. And that gives, maintains the woman's axis. It also makes it feel good for her. And I think that was it. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, thanks.